Ladies and fictional men, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you know, hi, I'm Kit. Today's video is going to be a book haul because I have Meddling Kids by Edgar Cantaro. Can't remember where I first saw this, either on TikTok or on YouTube, and whoever it was described it as Stranger Things mixed with Scooby-Doo. And if you know me in real life, I love both of those things, hence Eddie and Dustin right there. And I don't have Scooby-Doo anywhere in my room, but I do love Scooby-Doo. So yeah, anyway, the blurb is a nostalgic celebration of horror friendship and many tentacled interdimensional demon spawn. In 1977, the blighted Summer Detective Club unmasked the elusive Sleepy Lake monster, another low-life fortune hunter who would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids. By 1990, the former detectives are haunted by strange, half-remembered events that cannot be explained by a guy in a mask. Andy, the once intemperate tomboy, now wanted in 2 states, wants answers. To find them, she'll need Kerry, the former kid genius, now drunk in a ghost away in New York with Tim. An excitable Weimaraner, can't pronounce that dog breed, descended from the original canine member of the club. They will also have to get Nate, the horror nerd currently residing in an asylum. Luckily, Nate has not lost contact with Peter, the handsome jock-turned movie star who was once their leader. Which is remarkable, considering Peter has been dead for years. The time has come to get them back together and find out what actually happened all those years ago. It's their only chance to end the nightmares and perhaps save the world. I'm really excited for this book. Are you a sticker? Are you a sticker? No. But this is the cover. This is the first book, which my dad got me for Christmas, but I didn't get it until when I'm filming this yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. These two, my boyfriend got me because I had another book by this author, loved it, put it downstairs where I put books I don't want anymore. Then I changed my mind, couldn't find it, turns out my sister had it. So I finally took it back, and I will talk about that book later. But anyway, the author is Catherine Foxfield, and the books are Tag, You're Dead, and It's Behind You. So this one, a night fueled by adrenaline and fear, and the whole world is watching. The social media superstar Anton Fraser unveils his latest stunt, a live stream game of tag with prizes behind the scenes access to him. His fans go wild. As dusk falls, 100 contestants venture into the city to hunt each other down, but 3 people have hidden motives for entering this contest of a lifetime: money, obsession, and revenge. This is really good. Hold on. I'm going to try and find the other book. It's Behind You. Welcome to It's Behind You, the reality TV game show that will scare you to death. 5 contestants must spend the night in the dark and dangerous Umber Gorge cave. Haunted by a ghost called the Pucked Maiden, whoever lasts until morning wins 10... Oh, she's British. £10,000. As the television producers ramp up the fight, secrets start to be unveiled. These teenagers have hidden motives for taking part in the show, and could one of them be murder? So those 2 are the ones my boyfriend got me. It's the one I already had but wanted to get rid of and then changed my mind, which is Good Girls Die First, also by Catherine Foxfield, as I said. I read this so long ago, but I'm going to reread it to freshen up, and I remember that I absolutely bloody loved it. The night began with blackmail. 8 o'clock, Portgrave Pier. Can you keep a secret? 10 teenagers lured to a derelict carnival, each one with a dark past they are determined to keep hidden. As they start to die, is it an unknown killer they need to fear, or each other? Mind games, murder, mayhem. How far would you go to survive the night? I just love the question because it reminds me of a show I love on YouTube called Survive the Night. I got it for my sister because... Editing Kitty here. I just wanted to pop in and explain what I was trying to say. Basically, my sister was moving out, and at the time of filming this clip, she has now moved out. So she let me look through her books on her bookshelf and see which ones I wanted. And all 4 books in this video, barring 3. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in and explain it because I tried to do it but did not explain in a way that made sense. So Goodbye Stranger by Rebecca Steed. 13 broken bones and a punctured lung. You must have been put on this earth for a reason, to have survived it. Bridge is a novel. She is a doodler. She wears black Halloween cats every day. And she survived a serious accident when she was younger. Ever since she missed a year of school to recover, she's found fitting in with her best friends Emily and Tabitha difficult. They promise never to fight, but that's hard when they start keeping secrets from each other. Cher wants to know Bridge better, but he's also hiding a secret. And there is another mystery girl who's struggling with an even more serious problem. This just sounds really, really good. Obviously, all of these books sound really good. I'm so keeping that bit in. My next one is Follow Me Like Me by Charlotte Seeger. What do you do when your Instagram romance starts following you IRL? When 16-year-old Chloe replies to a DM from a gorgeous stranger, she has no idea what she's invited into her life. Soon, Chloe realises oh my god, I can't read! She needs to find a way to stop him before things spiral out of control. Amber's online obsession with an older boy is taking over her life. When she hears a horrible rumour about him, she drops everything to try and prove his innocence, even if it means compromising her own. As the difference between their online lives and their real lives starts to blur, Amber and Chloe will discover that some truths will do anything to stay hidden. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I've heard mixed reviews about this book. I did want to read it, but I didn't want to buy it because I'm lazy and I don't like buying books. Also, buying books and reading books are 2 different hobbies. I do not have buying books as a hobby. I will look in a bookshop every time I have money. I probably won't buy a book. Anyway, that's a lie. I don't want to say. Anyway, we are liars. We are beautiful and privileged. We are cracked and broken. A tale of love and romance. A tale of tragedy. Which are lives, which is truth? You decide. This is this book. The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This has a film adaptation which stars Lucy Hale from Pretty Little Lies. I'm pretty sure that's her. Anyway, Nemesis. Noun. A long-standing rival, an arch enemy. 2, a person's undoing. 3, Joshua Templeman. Lucy Hutton, big cupcakes, charming assistant, and professional nice girl is waging war. She's got the whole office on her side, except for tall, dark and charmless Joshua Templeman. He's been nothing but hostile since the moment they met, and now it feels like nothing matters as much as taking him down. Trapped together under the fluorescent lights, they become entrenched in an addictive rivalry. There's the stone game, the mirror game, the HR game. Lucy can't let Joshua beat her at anything, especially when a huge promotion comes up for grabs. Finally, she's going to destroy the man she can't seem to get out of her office, the man she hates, the man who's taken up far too much space in her head. If Lucy wins, she'll be Joshua's boss. If she loses, she'll resign. The race is on, but the real games have only just begun. From what I remember of the many YouTube videos that I've seen talking about this book, it's depicted as a workplace enemies to lovers. This one, For Silent Patient by Alex McKeldies. Yeah. Basically, this follows a woman who shot her husband and he died. And then she was sent into a mental institution, and that was 6 years ago. But she hasn't spoken since, and this book, I believe, follows a psychiatrist who is determined to find out why and what truly happened that night, and found out why the wife has gone mute. This one is the only book in this haul that I actually bought myself. And I bought it today. It was $18.99 from W.H. Smith. And it's a horror manga. Desert Her by Junji Ito. An ever-increasing malice and mind-numbing hair see the seeds of horror sown in this collection of Junji Ito's earliest works. A vengeful family hires an enemy deserter for 8 years until the end of World War II, cocooning him in a false reality where the war never ended. A pair of girls look alike, but they're not twins. The boy's nightmare threatens to spill out into the real world. This hauntingly strange story collection showcases a dozen of Junji Ito's earliest works from when he burst onto the horror scene, sowing fresh seeds of horror. I'm really excited for this book because I love horror films, but I don't actually read that many horror books. And I legit have a Stephen King collection, and I've only read, I think, 2 Stephen King books, and that's it. Neither one of them are there. Anyway, this one. Next one, yeah, it's from my sister. My Policeman, Steph Boa, I don't know how you pronounce her last name, did a video of this. In 1950s Brighton, Marion first catches sight of Tom. He teaches her to swim in the shadow of the pit, and Marion is smitten, determined her love will be enough for them both. A few years later, in Brighton Museum, Patrick meets Tom. Patrick is besotted with Tom and opens his eyes to a glamorous, sophisticated new world. Tom is their policeman, and in this age it is safer for him to marry Marion. The two lovers must share him until one of them breaks and 3 lives are destroyed. And it's soon to be a film. I'm not sure if it's out yet as when I'm filming this. And I'm pretty sure the famous Harry Styles is going to play Tom. And that's all I'm going to say about that because I don't really like Harry Styles. Hate List by Jennifer Brown. I'm pretty sure I've read one of her other books. The list was my idea. I didn't mean for anyone to die. Will you ever forgive me? 5 months ago, Valerie Leffman's boyfriend Nick opened fire on their school cafeteria. Val was as shocked as everyone else, but despite her own serious injury, she's implicated in the crime because of the list. The list she and Nick made of people they hated. The list Nick used to pick his targets. Now, after a summer of seclusion, Val is forced to confront her guilt as she returns to school to complete her senior year. Haunted by the memory of the boyfriend she still loves and navigating rocky relationships with her family, her former friends, and the girl whose life she saved, Val must come to grips with the tragedy that took place and her role in it in order to make amends and move on with her life. I'm excited for this book. The next book is The Truth About Alice by Jennifer Matthews. There are a lot of rumours about Alice Franklin, and it's not mattering whether they're true. But after star quarterback Brandon Fitzsimmons dies in a car accident, the rumours start to spiral out of control into serious allegations that his death was Alice's fault. And now everyone has their own version of what happened and their own opinion about Alice. Who will you believe? My next book is Envy by Amanda Robson. Someone is lying in wait. Erica has wanted to be exactly like her neighbour Faye, beautiful, thin, and a mother. But Faye's life isn't as perfect as it seems. She has a terrible secret, and slowly but surely it is threatening to destroy her and everything she holds dear. When Faye's daughter Tamsin goes missing after school, the police turn to Erica, but is Erica the only one who has been watching Faye, or is there another threat hiding in the shadows? This sounds really, really good. I'm going to talk about those two together because it's a series, okay? The next book is The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. None of us agreed on the exact beginning. Was it when we started drawing the chalk figures or when they started to appear on their own? Was it the terrible accident or when they found the first body? Short blurb, I'm excited. I have no clue what this is about. And the spine of this book is really cool because it's Chalkman. For the last 2 books I'm going to talk about in this video is Noughts and Crosses and Crossfire, both by Mallory Blackman. You're not and I'm a cross, and there's nowhere for us to be. Sophie Hadley and Kylie McGregor have been friends since childhood, and they both know that's as far as it could go. Theirs is a world full of racism, fear and mountain violence, where noughts and crosses are fated to be enemies. Then against all odds, these star-crossed lovers choose each other, but this is a love story that would lead them both into terrible danger. Then against all odds, these star-crossed lovers choose each other, but this is a love story that will lead them into terrible danger. And then, for Blood and Crossfire is, recent events have brought home to me just how potent the politics of fear and division could be. Crossfire follows the third generation of noughts and crosses living in Verona, created almost 2 decades previously. It is about the guilty, the innocent, motives and consequences like noughts and crosses. It's a story I needed to tell. Oh, it's signed. That's cool. I didn't know that.